Greetings, Sam here on behalf of our team at Business Advisory. Today I'll be running through our thoughts and concerns regarding the 3 proposed projects presented by you and your team. Whilst examining each of these potential projects, we identified key positives and negatives within each. However, we ultimately concluded that one strategy in particular would improve the financial position of your business the most. Firstly, we'll examine the proposed expansion project. The initial startup cost is the main deterrent for pursuing this option. 20% of this cost will be paid straight up in the form of cash, with the rest being financed by a bank loan. Specifically, eye optometry will be required to pay just over $92,000 straight away, which constitutes a third of the company's available cash. The remaining cost for this expansion is calculated to be roughly $370,000. Relative to the business's available cash, the decision to expand would lead to eye optometry facing a $174,000 fiscal deficit. Going forward, eye optometry is obliged to pay a 9% interest-only loan. In essence, the business will be required to pay nearly $3,000 each month without making any inroads into their newfound deficit. Thus, we do not recommend this option. Moving on, the advanced marketing campaign has the potential to increase cash inflow. However, this does not necessarily result in the equivocal increase in profitability. The initial startup cost for this option is just over $8,000. This is much more viable than the previous strategy, wherein the startup cost would immediately detriment the final financial position of eye optometry. Going forward, it is forecasted that service revenue will increase by 30%, while the sales of prescription glasses will increase by 15%. However, as an ongoing cost for the services of the advertising agency, eye optometry is required to pay a commission fee valued at 3% of their total revenue. Given that there will be an increased focus on optometry services, the business will be required to double the specialised equipment that they use. In essence, this will result in an increased cost of $11,000. The increase in demand also means that they will have to hire 2 more optometrists, thereby doubling the cost in wages for this department. Hence, although revenues are forecasted to increase, corresponding expenses will increase more, thereby reducing the net profit margin of eye optometry. Ultimately, the advanced marketing campaign will increase the cash inflows of the business. However, it will also increase the number of costs, which are disproportionate to the expected revenue increase. This negatively impacts the profitability of the business. Hence, it is believed that there is a better alternative. We believe that the cost management strategy is the most effective proposed project presented by your team. Unlike the first 2 projects, this avenue incurs a $0 startup cost. Also, in contrast to the advanced marketing campaign, this strategy will actually increase the net profit margin for eye optometry. This increased margin is consequent of 2 factors. The first factor is that aggregate ongoing costs will be reduced. This is because of the 30% decrease in production cost of sunglasses, as well as the 20% decreased cost for utilities consequent of saving energy strategies. The second factor is an increase in revenue. This is caused by a 50% increase in the selling price of prescription glasses, which, given that they are an inelastic product, results in a 50% increase in revenue. This is mirrored in business profits. Furthermore, the sales volume of sunglasses will foreseeably decrease by 20%. This drop is caused by the 30% decrease in production cost. Thus, from a net profit margin perspective, this will still have a positive impact on the financial position of eye optometry. Going forward, all service and sales volume is expected to increase by 5% after the first year of this project. Thus, this deduced improvement in net profit margin will be accentuated in subsequent years. Therefore, it is recommended that eye optometry pursue the cost management strategy to increase the profitability of the business. Thank you for your time, and I hope you enjoyed.